it gets you into a different headspace. I feel like it kind of takes you out of this world.
That the whole world is in your oyster and you have the ability to make the decision about what might pique your interest.
I have so many little bruises trying to get back into the flow here.
But safely, my friends, okay? Strategies that can help pull you out of a place of sadness, depression, anxiety.
I never had time to do the things that I actually wanted to do, which I enjoyed doing.
It's all perspective, and we often are reactive to what's going on. This can be a very beautiful thing for you to build those habits. Your perspective can be one that this is a great opportunity. What's up, my friends? You already know who it is. It's my best friend, Tori, and we're here coming at you for a very specific reason. So we've decided that we are going to create a series of conversations, right? Real world conversations, real, raw, vulnerable, helpful conversations, and we're gonna call it I
thought it was Corona talk.
Quarantine talk.
Oh,
ready? 1, 2, 3. Quarantine talk. And basically what the quarantine talk is gonna be is some helpful tips and daily life stuff that we're doing, advice, whatever it is that you guys want us to talk about. We're going to be taking polls on our Instagrams weekly, so we have ideas for videos. You guys seem to respond really well to the video that she was in, and so I thought this would be a good idea to help you guys with how to stay in the right mind frame, how to keep yourself active, how to stay productive, not stressed out, right? A lot of us are students, and we're really upset about things like we're going to be missing prom or we're going to be missing graduation. So how do you not let that get to you when it's such a big part of your life? And then on the other side of the spectrum, a lot of people have kids or they still have to go to work. And then there's
work primarily, I feel like.
Exactly.
And a lot of people who have work, they don't work at home and they don't have the ability to do so. It's harder for them to try to stay productive because a lot of people who work, like myself included, they work a lot outdoors. Like I work with people a lot, so it's hard to try to find that transition. So we're here to help you figure that all out.
And then of course there's obviously a lot going on in the world right now, and there's a lot of people who are in fact struggling, or maybe they're more susceptible to becoming sick and or are sick. And I want to give my condolences to all of them and, you know, wish them the best. And we're praying for everybody's what is hopefully a good recovery so that our economy can come out stronger at the end of this. But this is going to be more tailored towards the people who are indirectly affected by it, just because we aren't medical professionals, but we do have a lot of life experience and have grown and developed so much mentally that we have some strategies that can help pull you out of a place of sadness, depression, anxiety, stress, or whatever it is that you're going through right now. So that's kind of the lowdown on what quarantine talk is going to be about. And so for this first video, we're going to give you a couple of tips each as to what we're doing to stay in the right mind frame, right? I believe it all starts with the mind first. So if you want to start with a tip that's helping you stay in like high spirits, Tori tends to get panicked a lot about this stuff. So
a lot of the time I get in my head a lot, and so I think of the future, what's going to happen, instead of like the day-to-day stuff, like what's happening today, what we should do today, instead of I just think ahead of time. And that's not always a good way to do it, because then you start getting in panic mode, which I do a lot. I already have a lot of anxieties and all that other kind of stuff. But a couple tips that I've been trying to do is I like to read a lot. When I worked a lot and I was completely active, I'd go outside all the time and hang out with my friends, Key and Point, when she got back from Sacramento, which I was happy about. But I never had time to do the things that I actually wanted to do, which I enjoyed doing because I was always out and about. This whole lockdown situation has given me the time to have that downtime to enjoy myself and to kind of go back to my old roots and remember things that I actually enjoyed doing. Reading, big one.
Why do you think reading has helped you so much?
You know, it gets you into a different headspace. I feel like it kind of takes you out of this world, depending on what kind of books you're reading. I like fantasy books, a lot of sci-fi books, stuff like that. So it always takes my mind out of the spot and kind of sends me into that world.
Right.
I mean, there's other things that you could do besides, you know, just reading fantasy books. There's manga books. There's, you know, comic books. There's any other kind of books. Whatever kind of gets you into a good headspace is a good start.
And I think one important thing to add about books is that not everybody likes or enjoys reading. I'm one of those people, but one of the things that I do know is that when you when you stop thinking about the books that you don't like reading, like if you're a student, for example, I know I didn't really enjoy reading all of the books in my English class, and you know that the whole world is in your oyster and you have the ability to make the decision about what might pique your interest or what you find enjoyable, or even if you don't know, going on like that exploration, then you get to decide what kind of books to read just to see if something would fascinate you, right? It doesn't have to be a novel. It doesn't have to be a biography, but it can be a book on crystal healing. It can be a recipe book, and then you can surprise your family with a meal, right? There's a play on actions that can happen when you just start somewhere, and then your creative bubble will kind of flow once you get into that flow state, because I'm not going to be reading a novel. Maybe one day in my life I'll read a novel, but I will read a book on... see that. I won't read a novel, but maybe I'll read a book on self-development, right? Something that's going to help me in my future.
Something that pertains to you is always important. I feel like if you're not really into, like I said, like fantasy or anything, you can always read articles.
Right.
Read something that kind of gets you interested and piques your interest and takes your mind off of the situation in any way that you think is possible. So,
right.
Second one. Getting outside is a really big one. I've been trying to do that. I mean, I always enjoyed being out in the outdoors, like I said before. But
safely, my friends, okay?
Quite safe.
Don't take advantage of quarantine, okay? This is a really good time for you to not do that.
Infect others, please.
Don't
stay at home, but be in your little bubble.
Keep your corona to yourself.
Please. Sharing is caring, but not that kind of sharing. Please.
So, continue.
So, yeah. So being outdoors, I've been trying to stay in your little bubble, like I said. So try to incorporate, trying to find yourself a good routine of going on walks. Maybe me and her have been doing a lot of volleyball recently, staying outside, trying to be active. This is point. I have so many little bruises, trying to get back into the flow here, guys.
This is one of my only opportunities to really invest my time in going on a lot of walks. And granted, I could have gone on walks before, but I feel like there's a different mindset energy because of everything that's going on, where all of a sudden I've convinced myself that I have so much more free time when
it gives you the time to be able to do so.
Yes, because I'm building my business, so I work behind my laptop often. I have all the time in the world to walk if I choose to do so when I'm not at my real job, but I guess it really is a mindset thing, but now I've been making more of a conscious effort to get steps in, right? Make a goal of 5,000 steps, 10,000 steps, and then we've been playing some volleyball. So that's been really good.
I think also this is a good thing to take from it as well, as it's, a good positive thing to take from all this is, the fact that you are going on walks. Now you can start implementing that when all this is done and over with. Maybe you can start going on more walks then, because you started already putting yourself into that situation, into that kind of schedule. Being outside, trying to get yourself unattached from your phone, your computer, being indoors a lot, doing whatever you're doing, just unattach yourself and go on a walk or something. Now you're getting yourself into positive mind frames.
And I think really what it comes down to with all of these points that we're sharing and going to be sharing a little bit more with you is that it's all about habit creation. And I believe my tip was going to be that this is a really good time to be introspective and think inwardly, right? The world is always moving so fast. We're always going here to here to here, and everything's happening so fast, and we often are reactive to what's going on. So I believe that in thinking of the situation, and of course the best way that we can and the most positive way that we can, it's all perspective. And your perspective can be one that this is a great opportunity to reconnect with yourself outside of the outside world, right? You can focus on what's truly going to make you happy and building positive habits that you could take far beyond this that will help you in a long term. These are things that I wish I had known growing up, but now that I know, I want to share it with you because you have the opportunity to create habits that benefit you outside of what your teachers say, outside of what your parents say. And I'm not saying don't listen to your parents, but I'm saying think about what it is that's going to benefit you and your life moving forward, and don't think of everything as being so bad and so down and the world is ending, okay? This can be a very beautiful thing for you to build those habits.
Or, even if you do think in those ways, maybe you can self-reflect on yourself. It'll give you time to be like, so why am I thinking this way? Why is my headspace in this way? And use some of the tips that I said before, like going on a walk. Maybe that will get you out of that headspace. It gives you a lot of time to self-reflect and all that. So why are you thinking that way? Maybe you could start giving yourself more positive affirmations to yourself. So,
I think it's funny. A lot of people, they always want like the quick fix to something. They always want like a different answer. And when somebody tells them what the answer is, it's actually very simple. Life is very simple to figure out, I always use the example of like body image and losing weight and people who want to lose weight, just because my field is in body image and the fact that I recovered from an eating disorder and everything. the answers are there. If I think about what it would take to tone up, it would be, drink more water, not eating so much sodium. The answers are there, but people don't want to hear the very simple, easy to follow answer. But maybe this is your reminder to let you know that the answers are actually very simple, and there's a lot that you can do with the resources that you have, like walking, right? We hear everybody say walk, 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 walk. Well, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it's because that's something that truly, when you commit your time to, over time, you will start to reap the benefits of that. So don't wait until somebody has started on a whole journey of changing their life, or maybe not even that crazy, developing new habits, and then see all the successes that they've had from it, and then think to yourself, man, I should have done that a long time ago. Well, it's too late now. No, this is your reminder to, after this video, get off your computer and start something that's going to benefit you in your future, because then you will be the epitome of that person who will be reaping the benefits that we all long for when we see people that we look up to.
Or achieving their goals.
Exactly.
You can do it as well. It's all in the head. I agree.
So I think we're probably going to end this video here, just because in such a short video, we've kind of went over a lot, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys with a lot of videos, because
we always got a lot of stuff to say.
We got a lot to say.
A lot of thoughts in our brain that we need to unleash. But
We can break up some of these concepts more into simpler videos, but take something from this video and apply it to your life today, right?
Let us know in the comments which one you're liking, which one that you want to try, if you're giving us ideas for us.
Right.
Because we're still in learning process as well, of learning how to handle this whole situation, because this is a new thing for all of us. We're all trying to learn together. If you guys have any ideas for us, maybe let us know in the comments.
It doesn't have to be anything that we've said. You can say, oh, I'm gonna try and incorporate more greens into my diet for the next week, or
go for it. Perfect.
I'm gonna journal 3 nights this week. Something very minor, because once you have completed that, you can build on it, and then you can grow. So it's all about small little steps to create big habit change and create a better life for yourself. So with that being said, we're gonna log off. We're gonna end this video right now. Go ahead and follow both of our Instagrams. Mine is at @EdenGold_. You guys already know what it is. Daily tips to help better your life, your mindset, encourage positive body image. All right, we are not hateful. We're here for love. We're here to spread good energy and teach you guys some of the things that we've learned throughout our life experience. And yeah.
Mine is Victoria Eiler, EYLER. I don't even know.
EYLER.
Elior. Underscore. I don't really have a lot of stuff that she's got on there, but if you're wanting to see a good time, maybe some traveling, maybe a little bit of, everything else, go ahead and follow me.
All right, guys, we are out. Peace.